Hello, we are back, we're continuing, and into the game we go. We are on day 11. Last night, I discovered I can go outside, which I didn't know prior to that. I should have tried, I just assumed it would bounce me. So I'm starting with 70 steps and 2 gems. I am going to go, I don't have any coin. I'm going to go choose what room I get. The outside room. See what I get. I don't think it'll be locked. So I'm going to have the trading post, the shelter, or the root cellar. Hey Keith, is your attention split and you're also watching Brim? Oh. Let's go with the shelter. What's down here anyway? Ooh, there's another terminal. Okay. Time lock safe. It's okay. So it's Saturday, November 7th on day 11. That would be the 10th of November. It was yesterday. So it's the 11th. Let's say 7th of November. It's the 7th of November. Saturday the 7th of November. So yesterday was the 6th of November. I just have my tracking sheet so that I can work this out, because I'm going to want to set a time a couple of hours in the future. That was the 31st of October. th of October. 29th of October. 28th of October. That should be right, so we're on the 7th, so let's return to staff services. Punch in, punch out. Alright. Disabled, return to special orders. Place a special order. Let's order a sledgehammer. And then let's set the time lock. Set unlock date. Currently locked. Alright. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed to your plan and disabled remote access to the terminals and sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft floor while 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a bit of luck. I wonder who that's addressed to. Canned fruit, we have vitamins, we have water, we have bunks. And water. So that should be unlocked. Shelter is outer room 2. I have 67 steps left to me. You'll have to come back. I'm sorry to hear that, Keith. I hope everything's working out for you okay. Alright, the first three red rooms, I don't suffer the negative effects. I assume that means the first 3 times I encounter them, not the first 3 times. 3 rooms. Alright, so we have 2 gems, so let's go this way. Corridor. Picture upside down, there's a crowbar, that's the chapel, and that's that trilby. Spent a bit of time looking up hats today and consolidating notes. It could be a fedora. There's a high crown at the front. Could be a trilby from that crease. Broom is relatively short. Yeah, I reckon it's a trilby. What's the difference? An upturned back for a fedora. I reckon that's a trilby. Okay, I don't know if it's relevant what the difference is, but I reckon it's a trilby rather than a fedora. Okay. Far too obsessed with hats. I was trying to work out what the difference between 2 of them was earlier today. Alright, so what do we have in here today? With the top hat. It's another picture. It's always 2. And Carol, which is the dining room. I reckon I want the west wing. I know I don't want corridors early, but I want to not block off my options. Just checking there's nothing on the floor that I missed before. Okay, going the other way. Because sometimes I find things on the floor when I've got the metal detector that I don't find at other times. Security would be a good room to get now, as I will need it. Let's turn off the keycard system. So let's set the security level to low. Change the offline mode to unlocked. Okay, there's nothing I've missed thus far. That still says what it says. I haven't seen that one yet. I don't know what it is. Oh, that one. That looks like a pool and that looks like a bolt. It's the same every time. I think it is. That would imply there's cameras in there. The observatory is a good fit for that corner and has the potential to give me stuff. So I worked out the reason why I got 2 things yesterday, and it's because the day that it was didn't have. Eyeballs are extra delicious today. The day that I had didn't have a matching single digit for it, so you get small digits that make up the value. I spent a bit of time this afternoon transcribing notes and going through them. Not that I have any money anyway. We're blocking off one door from the security room, but this should have some gems in it with a bit of luck. Anything else in here? I've found car keys and coins and things at various points. Alright, let's turn the brain on. The gems are in the box that is actually blue. Could be true. The gems are in the box with the word blue on it. Those could both be true. Or if they're both false, that one is correct. I'm going to say they're in that one. They're either both true or both false. Huh. They're in that one. Alright, I didn't get any gems. That gives me a gem. In fact, it gives me 2. That gives me a key. And keeps going. Now, I now know that that's a lie. So the rooms on the other side are more likely to be blocked. unlocked. Rooms on this side are more likely to be locked. Don't have any gems. Got a key and a gem. We've got P and Peak. We have Locksmith and Den. So let's go back. There's no coin, so that's not a big penalty. Let's go through the den. After 9, so I can go back and get the safe. If I get too much deeper into the house. Got the library and the observatory. Oh, we've got a lockbox. I have a key. Oh, 3 gems. Let's go see what's in the lock, in the safe, in the bottom of the shelter. It's reminding me I need to play more Fallout. Or was November 7th the first day of the game? So if the first day of the game was November 7th, that would make day 11 the 17th of November. Not knowing what the date is a little disconcerting. Should look up what date the game starts on. So I set it to at least 1 hour in the future. Maybe not. It's after 11:30. I've wasted that room. I have gems. I can open the commissary and open the library. I think the library, because I want to see if I can order another book. Bird. Boat. Alright, so I've had that one. So I've had 3 upgrade discs. Need to go back through the recordings and see which of the rooms I've upgraded. I think I have to go with the boiler room. So if I go with anything else, I get blocked. Oh, I can go back to the den. The attic has 8 items. I can pay for it. Just want to make sure I don't get... Oh, I've got the den and the hallway. I do have 2 ways out. Alright, up into the attic we go. New room, haven't been here before. Oh, sledgehammer. It's handy for if I find chests. Looking down off porch thing, that'll be the office. Alright, we have a bishop in the attic. High above the mansion in its lofty perch, Mount Holly's attic provides a curious explorer with a cache of dusty keepsakes, trinkets, clues from long forgotten past. Attic is room 11. It has a bishop. Is it a white bishop? It does appear to be a white bishop. Battery pack. Right. Change the ending to political. April 12th. Dear Ms. Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. I regret that we have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit for the Ruffingtons' current catalogue and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provide us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you, otherwise it has been recycled. Thank you for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Yanders, Editor, Ruffington Red Publishing, Children's Book Department, 205 Concetta Court, 021172765. I don't know if that's a British postcode, it might be. Change the ending to political. Is that all the items? A little red wagon. We have a morning tea pastry tray thing. Here's the plane, an indication of the room. I've seen the plane several times. Checking that none of these books trigger anything. Only get so close to them. Doesn't seem to. Alright. The bedroom, which will give me 2 steps back. Hey, babe. I need to work out what the date is. I may have to Google what the start date for the game was. Spare room, I think. The billiard room, the nook, or the nursery. If I take the nursery, it blocks things off. Keeps telling me I don't take the nursery, but the nursery is a dead end. Haven't done the billiard room in a few days. Let's see what we get. That would have been tricky because we wouldn't have seen anything. But if you send some on the way back, we'll send some as we drive up to Albury in a few weeks' time, month's time. All right. So the billiard room puzzle. On day 11. (19 minus 13 is 6. Four times 2 is 8. (18 divided by 6 is 3. All right, this one will take a minute while I work out the order of operations. Equals, starting in the middle, 16 minus 10 times 5 divided by 10. So we have order of operations is odd. Three. Okay. I've got a silver key. Alright. So we have the billiard room. I've lost the west wing. We have keys. The gymnasium. I shouldn't suffer the effects from it. Should have been taking the commissary. I take the utility closet. I can turn off Don't know what that does. I have a feeling that the room colour becomes important somewhere. Alright, that should open that. I think I want the pantry because the others all block me off. Let's see what it does. Oh, I can have the aquarium. I haven't had the pool before. Okay. Wonder if I can walk in the water. Yeah. Might pick up the pool skimmer. Pump room. Alright, let's have a look at the pool room and the pump room. The pool, an indoor Iridium pool is one of the more modern additions to the estate. The inclusion provided a convenient excuse for building with a handful of other rooms and not only complement an indoor pool, but are often compulsory inclusions. Adds the locker room, the sauna and the pump room to today's draft pool. The pool is room 29. I didn't see any chess pieces in the pool. Alright, the pump room is room 33. This facility, dedicated to the filtration and flow of water throughout the estate, houses 5 water pumps and 3 oversized tanks. Pump room can be utilised for a number of maintenance tasks, from draining the pool to activating the sprinkler system. So I wonder what happens if I drain the pool. I have no idea. It probably doesn't have power. Pump control panel, water source selection. Looks like it should have a gear of some sort there for taking the reserve water. There's still some water in the pool. Can't quite get down to the bottom. There's a water emptying puzzle. I just can't work out what the pumps are doing. Right, let's pick the room in this direction. Patio. I haven't been to the patio yet. Oh, dining room. So that would get me to rank 8 if I don't run out of keys. As with that one. I had the patio before. But I don't have a shovel so far today. Sadly, I don't have the money. Maybe if I come back here. So what have I got? I've got boudoir. I've had dinner. Yay! First time that's happened. Out of keys. Corn in the dining room. Okay, so I need to go back to the boudoir. I suspect there is a way of opening that, but I don't know what it is yet. And if I had a shovel, I would probably find something in one of those that would be useful. It's okay. I don't really eat a lot of fish. And fish is the first thing I've had available to me that I could have. What's in this room? There's something on the ground there. Shoes. Shoes. The picture. There's another locked door we're in trouble. Drafting studio. I haven't had that before. Nook would give me a key, which would let me go back through the other. Let's go through the drafting studio. Yeah, damn it. I've locked myself in. Alright. But I can add a new room. So it is Tuesday, November the 17th. Is that what I thought it is? Yes, it is. Tuesday, November the 17th. So I have confirmed the date. Volume 1. This is new. I don't have this one. Just going to take screenshots and I'll come back and read them. Alright. Alright, The drafting spectrum: most violet dreams, indoor verdure, orange passageway, golden trim, negative space, prismatic rooms, all from the editor. Let's go. The drafting spectrum: blueprints are more than just blue. It should come as no surprise that the first colour that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. When I worked in a drafting office, we rarely had blueprints. By the time I was doing it, and we still hand drafted them, generally the print paper we used when it was developed, because it used a chemical developer with light, UV, a bit like heavier version of more or less what they use for receipt prints. But generally it was bluey purple, but the lines were blue, not the paper blue with the white like you traditionally see in movies and the like. But more often than not, it was actually black on white. And there was also a variant that we used that was sepia on white. And we had a high gloss version that was a high contrast that was black that we used for presentation prints. And there were variants that we had later that were colour, but they were very expensive to produce. Found on blue paper, which is blue. And while it is true that most architectural plans and design are found on blue paper, not true. It is not the only colour on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Horus, was decidedly more difficult to affix an architect's revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement, as it had no political ties to any other realms. By the Fourth Era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the political connotations deferred to the innovation, and the use of coloured prints eventually became popular, with engineers and architects who used different hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, were only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan will immediately inform a contractor that a print contains designs for a hallway. In this issue of drafting strategy, we'll explore the different features of each type of floor plan and look at the underlying connections that tie each room to its colour. It's a fantasy. It's fantasy. This is not the way the technology works. The Most Violet Dreams, Architectural Digest Guide to Bedrooms. The bedroom is often referred to as the heart of the home, and with good reason. It is the place where people can rest during a long day. There they can kick up their feet for a bit and recharge their batteries. I have a battery. Architects always use violet bordered floor plans for bedrooms, and the comforting purple hues encountered while drafting will usually let a weary traveller know they have found a room in which they can rest up. Architects may wish to utilise bedroom strategies if they are type to love to explore and backtrack frequently. Having an excess of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts with the mobility to be more carefree with their plans for the day. We will have to scoot back if we don't find a key somewhere. Type: bedrooms, colour violet. Associated resources: steps. Average number of doors, 1 to 2. Extra items, likely. Synergies: sleeping mask, nursery, servants' quarters. Indoor verdure, an architectural digest guide to green rooms. Green rooms are a wonderful way to bring the outdoors inside. And provide a breath of fresh air for the home. The abundance of plant life, rich soil, and natural resources in these spaces make them extremely appealing for architects who enjoy gardening and open spaces. These floor plans are extremely synergistic, and strategies centred around green will often involve drafting many of this colour as possible. The more green rooms you are able to draft in your house, the more powerful their effects become. Additionally, these spaces are more likely than other types of room to contain piles of dirt or digging. Type: green rooms, colour green. Associated resource: gems. Average number of doors, 2 to 3. Extra items, often. Synergies, most green rooms, shovel, watering can. I haven't seen a watering can yet. Orange passage, architectural digest guide to hallways. If the bedroom is the heart of the home, then hallways are the arteries, serving as diverging paths that branch out to connect different parts of the house and lead visitors to their intended destinations. While orange corridors are often overlooked as one travels through them, they are a vital component to any house. The numerous doors found in each hall provide the means to add more rooms to your house. And the more hallways you have, the less likely you are to draft yourself into a dead end. Hallway strategies are ideal for the architect who prefers more rooms and flexible options for expansion over pure resources. Hallways is a type, colour is orange, associated resource keys, average number of doors 3 to 4, extra items, really, synergies, foyer, lockpick, kit, hall pass. Haven't seen a hall pass either. Golden trim, the architectural digest guide to shops. Stop for a chocolate egg for a second. Shops are an essential part of any large estate, providing a convenient place for the staff and residents to purchase items without having to leave the property. Including at least one of these floor plans in your house will provide you with an outlet for any coins that are found during the day. Strategies that involve generating lots of gold will usually want to draft multiple shop rooms to expand the range of shopping opportunities. These floor plans are bordered with shades of gold, eyeshadow yellow, there you go, enhancing the sense of luxury and refinement in the shopping experience, whether it's a quick snack or a high-end fashion item. Having a well-placed shop within the estate can greatly enhance the quality of life for the entire household. Type shops, colour gold, associated resource coins, average number of doors 2, extra items, never for free, synergies, coin purse, coupon book, vault. Haven't seen a coupon book or a vault. Negative space. Architectural Digest Guide to Red Rooms. Red rooms are a daring addition to any home, providing a small element of danger that can excite and thrill both residents and visitors. While these rooms come with a certain level of risk, they also offer the potential for substantial returns as they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects who are willing to take the plunge and draft a red room are often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Just like in life, taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap the greatest rewards. Type red rooms, colour red, associated resource, vexation. Picture of the chapel. Extra items, seldom, synergies, shelter, tomato soup, skilled players. I am not a skilled player. Prismatic rooms. You may, on a rare occasion, notice some floor plans have more than one colour in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each room associated with those colours. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would best be described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might be a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is very useful, a multicoloured floor plan, as it supports all the colour-based strategies listed in this volume. For example, you can give bonus steps for having a nursery, as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. Red room, less likely to find items later. Word from the editor. As we reach the end of the volume Drafting Strategy, we hope you found valuable insights and colour inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design too colourful. To achieve our goal, we must delve deeper into the spectrum, drawing on all colours and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, colour is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity, some hoist it up as a display of their own power. Some use it to calculate great sums, but all of us want to find a colour we call our own. All right, what else is in here? Have a drafting option. The T-square. tiger. I'll worry about that tiger. We have a blueprint on the floor. We have a black pawn. The drafting studio. As an architect and engineer, it was not uncommon to find your great uncle spending the better part of his weekends in here, at a drafting table with a T-square compass in hand. Not really how you use a compass. Over half the floor plans of Mount Holly were conceptualised, refined and drafted in this studio. So, the drafting studio is a room 30. And it had a black pawn, I believe. I capture the pump room. 33. Yes. The pool. Yes. Chamber of mirrors. Yes. Drawing room. Here's room 25. Yes. Filling them out. Yes, coat check, yes, no, yes, conference room, yes. Alright, so it had a black pawn in the drafting studio. These chess pieces are going to become important at some point, I'm sure. Alright. In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft book. Permanent changes do not reset each day. So the solarium, you're more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Vestibule, whenever you enter the vestibule, 3 of the doors in this room unlock and the 4th one becomes locked. So presumably not the one you came through. I wonder if it's random. Tomorrow you'll start with 1 key for each room you draft today. That's really tempting. More information. Quaint floral sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. This room is ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. Drafting cost is gems. Vestibule, drafting cost is 2 gems. An ornately framed yet modestly sized hall, it served as the original antechamber in the old days before eventually being removed from the site for having doors that were prone to becoming stuck. Drafting cost 1 gem. Access to Mount Holly's Clocktower has always been heavily restricted. Time is sacred and any tampering with the estate's governing timepieces has never been risked. I think I want to add the Clocktower. So, studio editions. Clocktower, a new category. I wonder how many times you can add a room. So that's all the categories now I have found. I think that's it. Day 1 was Saturday the 7th. Okay. That confirms that. So that's blocked off. I can come back through there. Don't know what time it is. It has 2 days remaining. I go back to the security room, it'll tell me if I've missed anything. I feel like there should have been something in this room. Seems really atypical that there wasn't. Wasn't a thing in here. I have no keys, I have dice. Oh, I've lost more than 4 hours, that's not going to be open now. Haven't solved this puzzle yet. How do I power that up? It's missing its lever or something. Or do I need the boiler room? The water from that tank to that tank. I don't know how that helps me. I know that it does. I'm sure there's something down there, I just can't get to it yet. Oh. Now I get a key code. But I think I've opened all the electronically controlled doors now. I think every door that I can get to is those last two there. So unless I can get another key from someone, let's go to the security room. See what we can see. I don't know what the back indicators are. Just one little key. That's all I need. One little key. Storeroom's got nothing in it. I haven't already found. Got that picture from the campsite. White pawn. So I'm going to check. I'm going to check it in the security room. How was I going to check in the security room? I can toss one coin into the fountain again today and see what happens. Oh, I know what I was going to check. I was going to check if there was any items that I hadn't picked up yet. Damn it. Why is there a running shoe somewhere? But I have picked up all the keys. Where are the running shoes? In the attic. Doesn't really make a huge difference at this point. Let's go out and toss a coin in the fountain. And then I'll go check, but it's well past 4 hours, so I will expect that the safe is locked now. In the fallout shelter. It is well past 4 p.m. Is that a time in the future? That's the question. Let's go off and have a look. Should have looked at Clocktower before I wandered off. Yeah, it's well after 6 p.m. If I make it 9 p.m. with an hour in the future. Don't know how quickly I move. Mind you, if it does have to be until 10 p.m. to get it open, it's going to be too late to get back to the far end of the house to open one of those doors. Yeah, that checked over to 8 p.m. So this takes a little bit of time per location. I think that's where the minecart will be. I don't have a shovel today, so I can't go dig. I don't have a gas light to light the way. A match to light the torch. Hello everyone who is lurking. As I am confused. Was one of these doors a key card door? I don't recall. Yep. That's a question. Was this patch dirt back today? No. Maybe. Looks like it's still dug up from yesterday. That door is still locked. Yep. Inaccessible, inaccessible. Let's go check the shed in the orchard again. Anything new in here? It still looks like it's going to be important, but I can't pick it up. Hopefully it's such a standout colour. Makes it look important. That's the most ranks I've gotten in a day. Do I want to spend the hour to see what's in there? 6. I use the steps to go into the den to move the time forward. I'm A, going to run out of day, and B, going to run out of steps. I went up the side of the building that is most likely to have locks. Because if the red note is to be believed, this wing is least likely to have locks going up that side, not going up that side. I made a mistake on one of these when I thought it rotated the other way. I think I thought that one rotated the other way. Almost no time has passed. Do I kill time until 10 o'clock to see what's in the time lock safe? Because I don't have enough steps to keep exploring. So these are pine trees in this location. Kind of, sort of. They're spruce. There are a couple of different trees that appear in the drawings. I wonder if that's significant. The fact that there's no clock down here makes it really hard to know what time of day it is when you're setting the time lock. And I think that's deliberate. I'm going to have a fiddle on the computer for a bit to see if I can work out anywhere where it tells me the time while I'm down here. So we've got glossary of terms. We don't know what comes after adjoining. What's black print? I wonder if I have to find a black print, find room 46. I have an experiment running, I think. I don't know that I've found any rooms yet that have black bridge. And that doesn't seem to have anything in there that tells me the date. Electronic mail, it's just going to give me the error that it can't do it from here. View active terminals. Is there anything else in here that gives me the time? They really need someone to come in and clean the screens on these computers. can't remember what I ordered. So no, there is nothing there that tells me the time. I feel like that is very deliberate. So you would probably want to do it remotely logged in from another location where you can see the time, like from the security office. I don't even know if I've done it correctly. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. We discovered some new rooms. Eastern faded 29. That's a new record for me, beating the previous record of 26 rooms. Got so close. Let's do one more, even though it's 10 past midnight here. Some point tossing pennies in the fountain's got to pay off. Oh, I didn't get the 2 gems today. I have no coins, but let's go see what room we get, even though it sacrifices a couple of steps. This is day 12. Trading post. Special forecourts now cost additional steps instead of gems. Items for trade. Tool shed. 2 special items. Let's go tool shed for today. So, simple shed with a variety of tools used by the groundkeepers in the course of their duties. That is outer room number 1. We have a wrench. We have a battery. That is all we have. That's okay, just in case there was something bonus in there. You're assuming I'll discover things. I don't have confidence that I'll discover things. Alright, it is 8:15. So we seem to start at 8 o'clock. Let's go left. Let's choose the den because we want to get gems. Still don't know what the crowbar is. Is that the tool shed? Let's go with the parlour. I didn't do well with the parlour last time and that didn't help. A box next to this box is true. A box next to this box contains gems. Both boxes next to this contain gems. That's a lie. So that's also a lie. So that one's true. So that one holds the gems. The white one has the gems. We have a black pawn. All right. Still think the puzzle solution I gave last time was a valid solution. All right. Let's go in the opposite direction, because the recommendation is to fill out the bottom rank first, even though there's backtracking. Have security. It's probably my best option, because I will need it. Security is now common room. Alright, is there anything in here I want to have a look at today? Today. Everything's offline currently. All right, let's go this one. That's my thought. So, what's the effect? Gain an extra 5 each time you roll. If I open the door and roll, I can get a magnifying glass. I'll take that. I'll take that. Stag without tag would be S. So that's a different letter. So we've had a W, an H, and an S. No, a B, a P, and S. Because we've had peak without P. I know it's a K. Stag without tag, which is S. KS. And bath without bat, which is an H. So we have K, S, and H. What I really want now is the dark room, because there was another picture in the dark room that I wanted to see. Damn it, I have a trunk and I have no sledgehammer. And I have no shovel. Maybe I will get fortunate elsewhere in the house. It's going to block the security room off either way. So let's have one that gives me extra steps whenever I pass through. I am going to go back and open the trunk, even though there's probably better uses for that coin, or that key. I'm feeling optimistic. So a compass and a treasure map. I haven't worked out how to use the treasure map yet. Hi, Eric. It's that room. There's treasure in that room, presumably.
You found something I haven't.
Okay, what did I find?
I don't know, you can tell.
Okay.
I'll ask you later.
I don't know what it was.
What?
There's a key. Said always take gems when you can. There's another key. So there is another passageway off there. And there's a passageway off there and there's a passageway off there. So let's go do the parlour. And then we'll go back to the bedroom and through into the courtyard. That's okay. I don't know what I found that he hadn't, but I guess we'll find out. So that will be boarded up. Ooh, my first orange. not so much. That makes it a dead end, but then I've still got the nook at the courtyard and the hallway. First time I've been in here. Are there any chess pieces in here? Still haven't worked out what the pictures do. They seem to identify rooms, but I haven't worked out the link as to whether they predict. That's in the bunk room, I think. Oh, it's the Red Prince. Actually, let's go to the previous page. Let's go to the previous page and look at that with the magnifying glass to make sure. I should be reading this out aloud. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. It's funny that she chose to write a book called The Red Prince when her name Marigold means golden or yellow. There was a Red Prince who sat on a throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true colour, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for the fear of the view, for he had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. Clouds aren't red either. And what do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. I haven't captured that one yet. A story he had read in the bath and in the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we've said. It's a little red book. He's a follower of Chairman now. It was a story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a prince and his book, and the red book we just read. That's a tongue twister. That drawer doesn't open. Dinosaur. Another Rubik's Cube in strange colours. We'll go through the whole... No, we're going to go through the courtyard. So we're going to go... No, we're going to go through the hallway. I think it's going to be the chapel. The boiler room has multiple doors and is probably the best one to open. I need to know the diagram of where everything goes. I've powered something. Let's go into the library, because I should have a book here. Before I do that, the boiler room, a utility room serving as a central hub for controlling heating and steam power supplied to various rooms of the estate. Steam power is conveyed to the estate through steam ducts that run through select rooms. These floor plans must be drafted in an alignment which will facilitate steam travelling through the house to reach its intended destination. Okay. The boiler room is 32, room 32, between pump and utility closet. I'm flushing out the rooms. We have a book on the table. November 18th. Does that match my calculation as to the date? Indeed it does. Okay. The EPCW pump system user manual. That's that pump in the room I couldn't work out how to do. Catch you later, Bab. Enjoy, Aubrey. Engineered specifically for the luxury requirements of today's in-ground swimming pool and spa. Expandable to let you use multiple pumps to control the water flow and volume to several different designated tanks and aquatic house features. The aquarium founder on good old-fashioned swimming pool. Whether you're using a single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub for your EPCW system. The panel is fitted with a number of buttons equal to your own home's needs, one button for each different water source on the estate. The function is simple. Press a button to select the water source you'd like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button labelled pool. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, the water can only be adjusted from the source if the corresponding button is selected. Yeah, I wrote that bit up. After you've selected a water source, the next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. Using the water control panel, the next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. This will initiate flow to and from your supply tanks. To tank pump lever to the selected source, the pump. The pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water. Recommended for cleaning larger Olympic-sized pools. Tank switch. In these cases, the tank a pump is using can be changed by flipping of a simple switch. Use the water control panel to select the water source. Use the pump lever to set the direction of that water flow. Yeah, I did that. Did I take screenshots of all of that? I know I'm losing half my steps. It is a choice. Could have gone the other exit from the boiler room. That would have been the smart thing to do. Alright. Aren't I already in the gymnasium? No, I'm in the weight room. The drawing room. Oh, I don't have the gems. Alright, so if I go back to the weight room, I'll lose some steps going through the weight room, but I shouldn't lose steps going through the gymnasium anymore. What a lift. Okay, where's that put the footpath? That's closed that. Alright, so sure will be that. Don't mind if I get a dead end now. Let's get the 10 bonus steps. I want the dark room, but I couldn't afford to pay for it. Okay. That gives me the access to here. Much easier. All right, so I lose half my coins when I go into the chapel. How many keys do I have? One. Let's go that way out. Well, that's just ridiculous. I don't know if I'm going to learn anything new here. So the 4 possible terminals. I have a thing here. Where's my journal? Here's the shelter. Pretty sure I took a picture of that the other day. Alright, so let's do these in order, just for the heck of it. 1 is PU. Two is S. 3 is H, so that's push. 4 is TH. 5 RE. 6 EU. 7 PA. 8 was I in the laboratory? If, okay. 3 up. A, F. After 10 R N 11 I push 3 up after NI equivalent with 12. 9. 3. Push 3 up after 9. Okay. So 9 and then 3. No, I don't have power in here or something. I wanted to find that picture in the dark room to have a look at it with the magnifying glass. There's a picture of 2 men. Oh, gem. But not here this time. If I get a key, I can continue. Key. And I got a dice. Seven steps left. We're not going to get far, but we might get somewhere. Where'd that other picture go that was in here? This room has a clock. Aha. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Which room is Hartley's room? I don't know if I've seen Hartley's room. Which room is Hartley's room? I feel like that should be doing something, but I don't know if it's lacking power. Wires of additional power departing from the boiler room. I have one gem. Gives me a chance to find a key again. haven't discovered before. We've got the cloche, we've got the trilby. Black pawn. Walk-in closet has a black pawn. Stylish and smart clothes in this generously sized closet belong to the former mistress of the estate, Lady Espen. Though the small dressing room has not been used in many years, it is nevertheless kept up and preserved in the state you now find it. Walk-in closet is room 10. Had a pawn, black. So I didn't find a key. If I go to the utility closet, no, if I go to the boiler room, change the power and potentially change something in the laboratory, but I don't think I have the steps. I needed to get there. Looks like a theatre. It's about to be day end and I will go to bed. Yep. Running shoes might have got me there, but no. Well, I learned stuff. Alright, 28 rooms. Not my record, but not terrible. Prosaic Villa. New rooms found 4. I can't complain that I've never been to the nursery anymore. Well, that will be it for the stream for tonight because it is after 1 o'clock in the morning and I have places to be tomorrow, today. So thanks everyone who dropped by. I'm really bad at this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Terrible at this. I hate asking that. I will hopefully try and play some of this at some point tomorrow, maybe when I get home. I also do want to do some No Man's Sky at some point over the weekend. So we'll see how we go, but I'm continuing to make progress on this. I've learnt things today while going through some of the footage, and I found some new stuff going through today. So thanks everyone, and we'll catch you later.